Welcome to My Steel Fan Gives Hope Facebook page on YouTube. When I start, I get a lot of comments and suggestions on how to go about making my YouTubes. It should be shorter. I should do some reaction videos. I should do, talk about certain things, or maybe the editing, or maybe the way the film is done. Maybe I should script it first. All these sort of elements to get more subscribers. And I don't want to fall into that. I started this YouTube, as I said, because of my Facebook page. And I thought I'll just expand it for a wee while and see how it goes. And I know all those of you that maybe have subscribed to this channel and hope that I do well. And some people are wanting me to do certain things. Now, J Roar, whatever, he's just made a video, a reaction to Justice League. And he said that was his last one. He keeps on getting comments, messages, because, they want him to do certain things. Now, people on YouTube do these certain things. They make these videos in order to get more attention, more views, more subscribers. And that's, works for them, and that is their goal, and their passion is YouTube, and they invest a lot of money in it, and it becomes a living. They do the editing and stuff like that, and and that's all well said and good, but I don't want to do any of that. I very much doubted when I started this that I would get 1 view or 2 views. To me, right now, you people out there are my invisible friend. Those that view, those who subscribe, you to me are my invisible friend that I talk to. Instead of talking to myself, I'm talking to the people out there that want to listen. And if you don't want to listen to me watch a film for 30 minutes, or you don't want to do it, that's fine. Some people also say, why you've got to give it a catchy title for people to zoom in. And this is following the sort of we as a society, for me, we've got this problem that we need people to listen to us. We need this, views. And where am I going with all this? But I'll get to that in a second. We somehow need people to agree with us. We need to get our say and our views out there. And we're desperate enough for people to agree on everything else. Now, I was in a chat with a Marvel fan, and it was all about the rushing the film to. It ended up with he said something along the lines of Justice League, they're rushing it, and I didn't bother. I just deleted it because I didn't want an argument. It was his views, and he's entitled to it, and I have my views. We're never ever going to see the same way. We're never going to connect. I've been a comic reader since I could read, and this person's came on to comics since the first X-Men movie. So, there's no way he can persuade me to see things his way, and there's no way I can think with him. So I basically, I just deleted the conversation. Then I had a conversation. I sent him a message about something else, because to me that subject's dead. I'm not going to clickbait and get into that sort of argument. Now, the Justice League trailers. The Justice League's trailers came out, and I've seen an issue in it. Again, I'm not going to tell you where to find this issue, and it was something like everything that is wrong with the Justice League trailer, and it listed 16 petty arguments, and I read some of it. It was disheartening. It was you know, that somebody feels that's wrong. Now, okay, he came across as a person that liked Christopher Nolan's films. Now, don't get me wrong, Christopher Nolan films were okay. Right, Batman Begins for me was the favourite one, but that to me wasn't Batman, and he set out himself to make not a Batman film. So if this fan somehow sees that and thinks that the DC's gone in to some other wrong path, shall we say, well, that's his thing. But I don't get this with. You don't get this with Marvel films. With Marvel films, I think because they're first on the block, that people just accept what they accept what they see. And he goes on, and one of the other, well, maybe it's not cool enough to put down Marvel films. Now, I would love to spend 20 odd episodes telling you why I don't like Marvel films, but that's not in me. And I don't think that's in a lot of DC fans to do that. It's not because some people might say, it's because there's nothing wrong with Marvel films. There is. But the one thing going for Marvel films is the fact that it's aimed at a family-orientated movie, so they've got guidelines. So kids will go and see it more than once. But if you're bringing out some sort of dark film, parents are not going to take their kids to it. And should DC make kid films? Maybe, sometime in the future. But right now, that's not their aim. They wanted to tell a trilogy film. Zack Snyder had a story that started with Man of Steel. He had an idea of Batman v Superman, and it ends with this next Justice League movie. And that is his story. It's not that it was rushed, it's just that how he wanted to do his storytelling by introducing films. And Warner Brothers, again, I've said this many times, is a studio like Marvel, but they need money, and they might not want to do 10 films that might not work out. For me, Thor movies, Iron Man movies were bad. Okay, apart from the first Iron Man movie, what was okay. But I had, and Captain America film, first one, nah. It was good start, bad ending. And I would rather just forgo that and have this, but that is my opinion. But somehow the world has been saturated with what is right and what is wrong, i.e. the Marvel way of doing things. Now, going back to what I was saying, you've got the Cyborg. Right, one of the complaints this guy had, and some people have caught on YouTube, they've got a problem with the suit. Give me a break, okay? I can say one name in a Marvel film that didn't work. Spider-Man and Civil War. Totally CGI. Did anybody complain? No, it was bad. You could see it. Doomsday was CGI. Then they complain about the landscape being CGI and green screen. What world? And there's 3 YouTubers out there, I'm not going to bother the names. One guy, I think, one middle guy, he actually does sort of DC reporting and stuff. I'm not going to even brand their name, it's clickbait or giving that attention, but he says my only problem was with the Cyborg suit, and he says, and my problem was with the scenery, and that was his problem with Avengers, is the landscape. Yep, I just don't get it. You know, snakes on planes, each one of those snakes, you know, they weren't all trained snakes. You know, they had a snake to bite a booby and everything else, and it looked fake. Did I complain? No. Anaconda, bad effect snake. Sharknado. We live in a world of CGI. We're looking at a character, Cyborg, that has got meant to have a machine that can go in a flick of a switch, pardon the pun, and change shape. So of course it has to be CGI. They're spending lots of money on it already. Lord of the Rings, total CGI everywhere. And this is it. So you know what you're getting, so why bother complaining about it? Unless they have a big Pinewood studio that can somehow replicate a big alien invasion of thousands and thousands of parademons and Amazons, or Games of Thrones with their army of the living dead coming forward, and it's just petty, and maybe we should all turn around and start putting the Marvel movies down for its flaws. But again, it's just because it doesn't seem to be that sort of trendy to do that. Maybe, but maybe if more of us start doing it and start putting it down, start having more YouTubers. There's a guy, DC Comics guy, that does a YouTube who's very passionate. DC Comics Extreme or something. I can't remember the name of it. And he's quite passionate. He puts down Chris Nolan films. He puts down haters and biased people and stuff. And and he sometimes gives me strength, even though that there is a lot, for me, it's maybe the wrong way of doing it. But I can't believe that some people are putting down a trailer or putting down a film without ever seeing it. We DC fans already expect the hate. We already expect the biased views of these things. And I honestly thought it was going to stop once Wonder Woman and Justice League's coming out, but now I'm under the impression that it will carry on. It will carry on through. DC now has got a reputation, a following of people that are just going to put it down because they do not share either what they want to see. They want to see a Marvel universe, a DC universe done in the Marvel way. And that is pathetic as far as I'm concerned, because we need diversity in everything we see. And we need to stop and smell the roses and accept the differences and accept which way the studios want to see, what wants to tell the story. We need to stop and just take a deep breath and say this is our life, and we're seeing the Justice League on the big screen in our lifetime. So why are you bothering putting hatred stuff online when it's something from our childhood? Yeah, you could say it's because of my childhood that I'm feeling passionate and defensive about. But you're just ruining it for everybody else. You're ruining films and movies that haven't been seen. You're ruining trailers that haven't been seen. What one guy was saying, it was the same guy that gave us the list, was saying something about the humour being forced and the way Batman said it was rich, or the American football scene. I went, this is so petty. Now, these are all just maybe people, sad people out there that just seem to want attention and seem for people to want people to click onto their sites, to follow it. I mean, I talk to people now because of these clickbait sites there. People are not actually hearing real news anymore. Now, my Facebook page, Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope, it's constantly growing. And I am so grateful to people like you that have tuned into it. People are sick of seeing biased or negative reviews, and my page grows because of that. Not because we share other people's groups, not because we share other people's... the only one reason my page is growing, and that is through word of mouth, by sharing. So, if my YouTube does not grow, I can hopefully say it is not because I used clickbait material. I didn't use something that was mainstream. I didn't use the main rule of 5-minute video. I didn't use headlines that would get you to click on. I'm using a mobile phone that's not edited, and when you listen to me talk about a film as you watch a DVD, I don't have a wee section here on the middle of the screen. the only way this YouTube video will grow is if you out there share it, and then we can think this YouTube has grown because I'm doing okay. If I don't do okay, and if it doesn't do okay, then I'm fine. It'll find some dusty wee corner and never be found again, you know. It's okay. I'm fine with that. People that use my page will automatically will see a link to these videos from 20 years from now on. They might never ever be viewed, but at least I can be settled that I never went to what somehow people think is okay. I didn't do it the Marvel way. I didn't do it the YouTube way. I did it my way and through it all. Yes, anyway. So hopefully, anyway, I'm going to a museum, Frank Quitely's thing, and I was hoping I would actually go dressed up myself with the kids. One's dressed up as Batman, girl's dressed up as Wonder Woman, myself, Superman. Try to get some girls go along in the Fred's Maid's outfit, but no, I'll be more likely to go in the Fred's Maid outfit. But no, now I found out that you get free entry if you go dressed up, and I went, damn it, I just wanted to be the only pillock there. So I'll be hopefully getting that on YouTube and putting it up, and I'm still going through the Suicide Squad thing, and I'm still to ask our friend Man of Steel what they thought of the trailer. But again, I'm just waiting for the time. This is a sunny day. I just need to get Mixel Picks to hold the camera. We'll ask the Man of Steel. Man of Steel, by the way, I'll leave a wee link here so you know what I'm talking about. Well, thanks for listening. It's been 17 minutes. If you've survived 17 minutes of listening to me, then you probably need therapy, okay? But at least be positive out there. And thanks for listening.